Hello all and welcome into this video. Today we're going to be talking about everything wrong with F1 Manager. Recently I did a stream on F1 Manager and we've trimmed down some of my arguments for why the game is in the place it is right now. A lot of you are wondering why Formula 1 have not renewed their license with Frontier Devs, and I think this will give you some insight as to why that's happening. Now before we start the video, I want to provide some context. A lot of these clips are from me in qualifying where I'm literally essentially scum saving. I'm loading a new save to replay it again just to get a valid lap in qualifying. And all of this is to show how painful it is to do qualifying on this game, how often you get your laps blocked, or how often there's just some random bullshit that just doesn't allow you to set a normal lap. But that isn't everything. There's many other issues that'll be addressed. I think this year they've added scripting, which sport game needs scripting added? Another issue being that the racing is the most boring it's ever been, and the gap in the field is just far too big at the start of the game. All of this results in the consumer base shrinking rapidly, and a lot of your so-called mainstream audience who you would want to introduce the game quickly turn off after they find these issues. Let's see, can our drivers get some good laps in now?
Are you okay, Mick? I don't know what just happened.
I remember why I stopped playing this, chat. I remember why I stopped playing this. Because that's immediately $500,000 gone right there. From Schumacher binning it on his outlap. Which no driver in the entire world does, by the way. Alright, anyone blocking us? Schumacher may be blocked immediately here.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
I mean, Ocon crashed, yippee, but Schumacher was blocked immediately, and it's the same exact crash. It's almost as if their coding is so simplistic that someone had to crash there. F1 Manager 22 was not this simple. It was not someone's gonna crash at this specific corner at the specific time. Like,
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good.
it is scripted, like, actually in the coding scripted to happen. Like, do you need any more evidence? It couldn't be more scripted. It is the exact same crash 3 times in a row. And that is why I stopped playing this game. We're just going to keep doing it until we break the script, because that's literally the only way you can play this game. There's just no point even playing it any other way. Because if we played this game legit, we'd be 30 million in debt right now, fired 40 races ago, even though we're only in like race 14 or something.
And we've had a crash on track.
Yep, that's my mic. Watch the same crash happen, lads. 4 times in a row. It's almost as if scripting is a thing in this game. Like, why have they introduced scripting? I don't understand. I actually don't understand. If they had introduced technical faults or stuff that they said they did introduce, technical faults don't actually do jack shit. It just makes drivers drive somewhat slowly around the competition, but they're still inside the top 10, so it doesn't fucking matter. And this time they shouldn't, quote-unquote, shouldn't crash, because Bottas has already taken the script out of the game, where someone was scripted to crash at turn 12, because, you know, why not? They could have made the game, I don't know, unpredictable, but whenever someone crashes on their outlap, you're like, I know that's scripted, so I will replay it to prove that it is scripted. And whenever you see that 4 times in a row someone crashes there, you're like, it's scripted. That's not unpredictable. Like, that's just not fun. That's And please, dear God, can we have a lap where we're not blocked? Just once. I would play this game so much more often if it just didn't. If qualifying just didn't absolutely suck the life out of it, you know. Just every time you do qualifying, it is soul destroying. But I think it's Stroll on a lap now. Isn't it? It's Alonso. I feel like Alonso's gonna make us stack on top of each other here. What do you know, lads? What do you know, lads? What do you know, lads? We're actually stacked with a Haas. All because someone's on a lap. The game fucking breaks horrifically. Track position not right. I can see that, Pierre. It's almost as if the people who coded this game have less than one brain cell. Incredible, that. You wouldn't think so. You wouldn't think. This looks right. This just looks right. This is how qualifying works, where everyone's fucking on top of each other. We will take this one, lads. We take these. The laps where our drivers just set a lap at all. Just a lap. That is the ones we take. Goes up to P10. Mick crosses the line, goes up to P14. Isn't it crazy? 4/10 he gains in a lap where he's not blocked. Insane. Absolutely insane. Who'd have thought it? No. As we come up to the line, it's going to be Alonso and co-blocking us. Unbelievable. Side by side through turn 2. With a car that isn't even doing a lap. See where he ends up. Well, whoever that was has immediately blocked us, so yep, that's great. But you know, chat, we just love to see how great qualifying is in this game. It's just couldn't be more fun. You can hear the glee in my voice. I'm so ecstatic at how brilliant qualifying is in this game. So much so that I am still in Season 1 after getting this game months and months ago. Despite playing the other two games like 15 seasons in, I think you can see a noticeable trend there. Don't even know what that trend would depict. You know, scholars may have to find out what the reason for that is. You know, couldn't be that qualifying's horrific. Couldn't be that. No, couldn't be. Absolutely impossible that you could deduct. Could deduct that. We're stacked on top of each other, are we? Or is that what it is? Is that what it is? Please don't tell me that's what it is. What's going on with Mick? Why is Mick got a McLaren up there? I don't know. Well, we're still not stacked on top of each other, so that is what I would call a win in my book. Just so happens that Mick has got a McLaren who's weaving behind him, but did the McLaren not complete a lap? I'm confused. Is the McLaren on a lap? Because if the McLaren's on a lap, then that's our lap done. Because he's going to ruin our lap by being on a lap. We're covering the inside for McLaren, who's sending it down our inside on the lap. Jesus Christ, this game could not be physically any worse. The game was not broken, and then they've somehow just made it worse. I don't know. Why? I still to this day do not know why they thought qualifying needed a fix, and then made whatever the fuck this is. Because qualifying literally every session is fucking unbearable. It is unbearable. I don't understand how anyone has played this game like multiple seasons in. It is dreadful. It's absolutely dreadful. If they have played multiple seasons in, they've fucking skipped the qualifying, I can assure that. If anyone has played this game multiple seasons in and has done qualifying, please let me know. Because I'm not sure you exist. We should finally get a lap in. Now chat, this isn't me like cheating to get the perfect lap. This is me just trying to set a lap in qualifying. A lap. A lap. A singular lap. Just a valid lap. We're probably not going to get into Q3. Doesn't fucking matter to me. I just want us to set a lap. And it's so shocking that you have to do fucking mental gymnastics to trying to set one lap.
We are very happy with the tires.
Connor, I have to agree with you.
So we have margin.
If you fix qualifying, you fix 90% of the problems with this game. Because once you're in the race, it isn't that bad. Other than the whole... The top 6 teams are just 2 levels above where you need to be. They will finish 2 pit stops ahead of you, which is another problem. But other than that, game pretty fun. If you get past the fucking absolute torture that is qualifying. Sorry about the rant. The rant, honestly, if you've been here before, it happens every episode because it's still an issue. How many months into the game release, qualifying is still just awful. Just awful. Could not be much worse. Did get out of Schumacher's way. Looked horrific, to be honest. Looked horrific. I think that fucking Red Bull blocked Pourchaire. And what do you know? Pourchaire somehow does not improve. Goes 7/10 slower. Chat, we're gonna keep doing it until we finish qualifying. Real life qualifying sessions last at most 18 minutes. We're already 25 minutes into fucking qualifying. And we haven't even got through. We started this fucking stream at 9. It's almost 9:30, and we're not even through qualifying, and we have the ability to fucking speed up time. F1 Manager's top tier, not a lot of features, but still better than 24. There's just things from 22 that they've removed that if they added back in again, the game would be perfect. But there's like several key things that they've taken out. Like, I don't know, qualifying, working. I honestly feel like I turn into a mental asylum patient whenever I have to go through qualifying, because it feels like you're seeing this, right? You're seeing it. It's not just me. I'm not going insane, but it feels like I'm going insane, and it feels like I'm shouting at my shadow here. So we may finally actually set a lap, which is absolute breaking news. Breaking news in F1 Manager 24. A lap is set. Just a lap. Doesn't even need to be a good lap. Just both drivers set a lap in qualifying. Like, I don't understand how anyone plays this game and doesn't restart every session 30 times. Other than the race. The race isn't so bad, but it's getting to the race which is painful. And if I were to skip qualifying, our drivers would qualify so much worse. That is why I do not qualify. Or that's not why I do not skip qualifying. Now this time, no one blocked us. No excuse. I just think Mick was slower. Yeah, Mick was slower by 2/10. Pourchaire was quicker by 3/10. Mick on our last run was actually quicker. We would have qualified higher, but only in this one did both our drivers set a lap. So that is the reason we're gonna take this session, because it's the only one where we fucking set a lap. Legit. We literally were last in that session and had to play it 30,000 times just to set a lap. That is where this game is. We spent half an hour on qualifying. As you can see, it is currently 9:30. I would say an annoying thing about this game is that it kind of already gives you the ideal strategy off rip. Like, previous games you would have to really think about your strategy, whereas this game, it kind of just gives you the ideal strategy, and there isn't really much change to it. Every other strategy you pick is just slower than the ideal strategy they've already picked. So the strategy element of the entire game that makes the game any way interesting at all is removed. Also, ERS Battle Assist, remove it from the game. Remove it from the game entirely. There's no one on planet Earth who should have that fucking button on. Not a single human. Remove it. I lose all respect for you if you play this game and have that button on. Even if you're 6 years old, don't have that button on. But chat, if you don't know where we are in terms of actual pace, we can only get points if 3 drivers inside the top 10 retire. Because we're worse than Ferrari, Red Bull, Aston, Mercedes, McLaren, and VCarb. We're worse than all of them by at least a pit stop or 2. So 3 cars out of the top 12 have to retire for us to get points. And Albon is the closest to threatening to get points. And then by some miracle last race, Ocon got 2 points, which basically means Alpine are now finishing 7th in the Constructors. And no one's catching them because no one outside of the top 6 teams can physically score points. The fact that we scored points was a miracle.
Currently P13.
And we had to absolutely finesse the system to make it work. Albon's going to get up our inside, which we're fine with. Because if we can fight back at him,
Keep the pressure on.
around the outside maybe? Let's just keep it. Why have you switched to the inside? You've lost us
Okay, keep it.
half a second immediately. You absolute dumbass.
Behind you is Piastri. On Flickovatek, please.
And now Sargent's going to head Ocon, and Schumacher's now holding up this pack. Somehow we're still side by side with
Okay, good
Albon.
job, thank you.
But now we're 2 seconds back from Alonso. Support chair, in the space of 1 corner, has ruined a big part of the race. But at this stage, we're realistically settling for P8 in the championship because we have no hope of. We need to somehow get another point, which we look like we're barely going to be able to even finish the season with 2 cars at this point. But as you can see, chat, 4 seconds behind Alonso. Immediately. Like, immediately we're 4 seconds behind Alonso. Somehow, side by side through Castle, which in real life isn't possible. But one thing that they've improved in this game massively, chat, you know what, I'm going to congratulate them, is that they have re-added driver confidence. The whole season, our driver confidence has been low, but Pourchaire is literally P11, which is 1 spot away from his best finish, and his driver confidence is very high, which it should be, because he's having a good race. Whereas all previous episodes, it would be constantly low, regardless of where we were in the field, which just made the game kind of impossible to play. 5 seconds back from Alonso, 5 laps in. Ricciardo's right there in the better car. He's on worse tyres, but do we have it? Mick has crashed. He's crashed.
I don't know what to say. I'm very sorry about that. You
That
alright?
chat is our season
what just
over.
Oh dear, a crash. There's
At
been a
turn
crash.
12, like it was scripted earlier on in qualifying, he had to crash there. It was scripted that he would crash there. It's the exact same animation. And what do you know? The race is over. That is literally our season over, chat. Right there. In a scripted crash that was supposed to happen. All the way from fucking qualifying. It was just gonna happen.
Seems like Hulkenberg's had a bit of trouble.
Oh, I was excited because if 2 of our competitors ahead of us had crashed, and every crash is identical where they just drive into the fucking wall like absolute dumbasses. They don't even like lose the car, they just drive into the wall. Well, we can push with Pourchaire now because we've gapped Ricciardo.
Push.
Copy.
But that's good for our pride, chat, the fact that we finished P12 on pace this race. We have outperformed one of the 6 fastest teams on pace, which is rare for us.
Mode push. Copy.
And we've actually finished a pit stop ahead of Albon as well. But as you can see, we're almost 2 pit stops behind Alonso, which just shows you how far we are off the points. Sonoda or Alonso, one of you catch fucking Albon, please. Please. There's 6 laps left. Sonoda catch him. Alright, Sonoda has way more pace than Alonso. There's another safety car, I don't believe it. It's going to help Albon get points. It's Hamilton, oh my god, he's got points. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Now it looks to be Lewis Hamilton involved in that.
It's over. Hamilton, you absolute bottle
This
merchant.
happened as they arrived
Thank you
at
for the raid
turn
again,
12.
Walls. This episode,
Within
I
a
don't think could have
split
gone any
second,
worse.
The impact's made. I imagine
The
their
race where we
confidence will have taken
sacrifice
a
our good
knock.
parts and we're like, this race, nothing's gonna happen. What do you know? Verstappen's cutting through Piastri into the final corner. Leclerc's gonna win. Verstappen gets P2, Piastri P3. Come on, Sonoda, please. It's over.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
I don't believe it. 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 Albon got Alonso at the line.
Now I honestly wonder if Mick Schumacher's day.
I don't believe it. Albon got Alonso at the line. If you're wondering why I was panicking so much, chat, Albon's jumped 3 positions. 3 positions. And Williams have jumped 2 positions in 1 race. Us getting a point was a miracle. Then somehow Alpine lucked their way to getting 9th in Monza. And now Williams have lucked their way into getting 8th in Singapore. In the fucking final corner. So literally the best we can do this season is P9. The best we can do. And all from fucking 2 lucky races. Even though we've been both better than Alpine and Williams the whole fucking season. And neither of our drivers get that fucking contract bonus. So we are literally in the mud. Minus 2 million in our bank. We've 1 million cost cap. We've literally fucking nothing to show for it. Who's crashed? Magnussen. Don't do it, Magnussen. No! I think he murdered Hulkenberg. I think he's just murdered Hulkenberg. He came from absolute Narnia and he had a brake failure. Well, Mick is now up to P2. And Porsche is P6.
Let's not risk it.
Copy.
We could somehow look under the points. Very unlikely though. We need some absolute bullshit to happen. We need realistically Porsche to hold up the entire field and defend like a lion. Which isn't gonna happen. For fucking 12 laps. It's just not gonna happen.
DRS enabled.
Oh my lord,
DRS
Porsche
enabled.
didn't even defend into the fucking corner.
Battery is full.
Chat, I have him on always defend. What fucking defending did he do? What fucking inbred donkey fucking coded this game? He's just gifted him fucking DRS instead. This game's fucking so mind-bogglingly wank.
You're good to push.
Schumacher also
what we can do.
has no DRS.
Okay, watch Hamilton behind.
I think I figured out the only way for us to get points here.
Reminder, a little bit of lift off where you can.
Is for us to put up a Bugatti barrier. If we somehow get points here, chat, that would put us back up with Williams again. We've just got to absolutely micromanage these last 7 laps. Please defend, please defend, please defend, please defend, please fucking defend, you fucking cunt! Like, I can see this from a fucking mile away. He's just gonna send it on the fucking inside. All we need to do is Schumacher to defend the inside of all of the heavy braking zones. And as you can see, Schumacher is not on the fucking inside. This could be it. Schumacher's
Okay,
gonna
Mick,
absolutely
let's
dump the
put our
battery
head
here.
down.
That's okay.
Please defend, you mug. Please! Why are you not fucking doing anything?
Copy.
This is... literally just fucking giving up. Schumacher's literally going to cost us this race by just fucking not defending the inside. It's just so ridiculous to watch. Please, dear Lord, defend the inside here. I'm gonna disown both of you if you don't defend the inside.
Car behind Stroll.
Just every corner, just every single fucking corner, they do not fucking defend. When I've literally
That's okay.
defend like a lion on. Give them the outside, you dumbass. Give them the outside. Please just wants to defend the fucking inside.
Just keep looking after your tires.
Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna have an aneurysm on stream. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I'm literally... my head is going to explode. Literally every F1 manager before, they would have fucking defended the inside. What the fuck have they done to this game?
All the
What the
pushing
fuck
we
have they
can
done to this game?
Charge off.
Copy.
Schumacher just has to absolutely eat it down the inside.
Margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
Yes, Schumacher. Biblical saying from Schumacher. Biblical. And now we have to fucking fare off against Leclerc, who won last race, to try and get points here. Because Schumacher's killed too much of his tires from not fucking defending, instead having to fucking attack. Dear baby Jesus.
Need to drop the pace.
Copy.
just keep hanging in there.
The inside, the inside, the inside, the inside,
up the
the
pace
inside. You fucking dumb cunt. You dumb cunt. You dumb cunt. Like, what more can I physically do? I have put them on always defend, and they've literally not fucking changed their line once. Not even fucking once.
Okay, perfect. Let's get back up to pace.
Was the person who coded this fucking game Make-A-Wish or something? Please, for the love of Jesus.
Keep the head down, we can get him back.
Why do they just not do it? They just don't do it. It's... What's the point playing this game anymore? What is the point playing this game anymore? What is the point?
We need to protect.
Defend, please. I'm actually uninstalling the fucking game. This is the last episode. What is the point? I press a button, it does fucking nothing. What is the point playing this game? This is fucking the worst F1 managing game there's ever been. And you've only made fucking 3.
Copy, copy.
Like, I press always defend, and it literally does nothing.
Lots of battling
It doesn't
ahead
even
if
try and
it's
fucking
possible.
defend. Because when last game you'd press always defend, and they would defend the fucking inside, and at least fucking try. They may be out dragged on the straight. That was fine. This, they don't fucking move at all.
The high-speed sequence of corners is vital.
Chat, normally, honestly, accidentally, I mean to stream this game more, but I inadvertently take like a month break in between streaming this game And every time I remember why, it's because it's fucking dreadful. So, I'm going to send a raid away here, and I don't think we're ever going to come back to this game. It is fucking dreadful. Let's raid someone who isn't playing this game, because why would I fucking subject you to that? Truth be told, a lot of the diehard fans will live with these issues and keep playing on, even though they know, you know, some of it is annoying. But for a mainstream audience, they come in, they find one of these issues, and they think the game's unplayable, and will switch off pretty quickly. So if Frontier devs do want to make another F1 manager, these major issues will need to be addressed. You need to be able to do qualifying. It's just, it is torture. Like, I don't want to play the game because I know I have to do qualifying. If I skip qualifying, we're gonna be last, so there's just no point in me doing that. The major issue with the actual gameplay, though, is you try and defend, and there's just no defending. The overtakes are so beyond boring. Everyone just sends it down the inside. Switchbacks don't exist. Overtakes around the outside don't exist. That's why in my stream you can hear me say, just cover off the inside. Because if you were able to tell your team to cover the inside, then the AI of the opposing teams would not know what to do. Genuinely would not know what to do. And this was not a big of an issue when F1 Manager 22 came out, never mind 23. But the overtaking on this game seems the worst out of the three. Another issue I addressed that some of you may be dealing with is at the start of a save, the gap between the field is just impossibly big. The top 6 teams, whenever you're doing create a team, they are literally 2 pit stops quicker than the bottom 5 teams. So literally, anytime there was a miracle race, that literally would cement where anyone finished in the championship. So Williams would end up finishing P7 in the championship, followed by Alpine, followed by us with Bugatti. It literally came down to whoever had the miracle race, which in real life, we know how competitive and tight the field is. Even Sauber, who have been by far the worst team this year, have scored points. Whereas there's a couple teams in our save that won't be scoring points because they're just so far off. But anyway, I doubt anyone's actually sat through this video because it is a long one. But there is that many issues. That's why I've included it in the video. I could have trimmed it down for you, but then you would have thought, not much wrong. It's not a big problem. I'm telling you it is. The video is that long because it is that big of an issue. Even if we don't get another F1 manager, I do hope that somehow some of these issues can be patched, but I feel like stuff like the overtakes and qualifying is just too heavily coded into the game. It's too deeply rooted. It's gone down the complete wrong route. I feel like it's stuck in the game. I feel like you need to tear it up, start over again. Previous games like F1 Manager 22 and 23 wasn't this bad. Qualifying on F1 Manager 22 was literally perfect. It was honestly the most realistic as well, because people would wait to get a toe off each other, so everyone would leave the pit lane roughly around the same time, whereas now everyone just goes out at random direction, so it's impossible to find a slot to actually get a lap in where you're not blocked. It is really unfortunate because it did seem like this could be a very fun series to continue doing, but this game, it is kind of a game you would expect where Formula 1 have seen it, and it is the nail in the coffin, unfortunately. We most likely will not see another F1 Manager game for quite some time. But that's been it from me, WHFRO. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.